share a little bit about the person to whom this first Transgender Day of Remembrance is dedicated to. Last night I went to the Sacramento Transgender Day of Remembrance. It was all I could do to get up and read 3 names to a microphone. This is hard. We're not here tonight to bury Alfred. That was done 3.5 years ago. We're here to celebrate him. Alfred Dibble was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan on June 16, 1972, and died on May 22, 2006 in Stockton, California. He was 33 years old. Alfred was a most remarkable human being on so many levels. In my almost 30 years as a minister, I found that there are basically 2 kinds of people. Those who focus on the unfairness of life, and those who focus on the blessing of life. Alfred embraced life with passion, intelligence, hard work, and a joy that was contagious. He graduated from Franklin High School and decided he wanted more from life than a high school diploma could provide. So he went to work, and he saved enough to put himself through the medical assistant program at Anlin College. He was certified and registered and immediately went to work at 2 jobs, one at San Joaquin General Hospital and the other at the Kaiser Medical Clinic on West Lane. Alfred was generous to a fault, buying clothes and gifts for his sisters and his mother, helping with household expenses from his own income. He loved the holidays and would decorate the entire house to help make each holiday more festive. He put his stereo outside in the yard and throw parties that are legendary. People from all over the neighborhood came, and he made each one feel like they were part of his family. At some point in his short life, and no one knows for sure exactly when, he realized clearly that he was not like everyone else. Alfred realized that there was a very important part of himself that he was hiding. And he came to the point he could no longer hide it. He had to live the truth of who he was, regardless of the consequences. Alfred realized he needed to live at least a part of his life as a woman. That realization shook him to his very core, and he was well aware that men who acted feminine are not accepted well in society. His family had been accepting toward others who were lesbian, gay, bisexual, even transgender. But his only brother was very much all boy, and Alfred was torn about what to do. He didn't want to be a disappointment to his family, and he knew he stood to lose some close relationships he'd developed all of his life. He loved his family and friends and could not bear to hurt them in any way. He entrusted his secret to just one sister, Ariana. She completely accepted him as both male and female, and she kept his secret. She was the only one of Alfred's circle of friends that knew his secret, and because through Ariana, he now had a safe outlet to share his deepest, darkest secret. He began to be more open about it. Often, after getting home from a grueling day working 2 jobs, Alfred would wait till the family was asleep. He would dress up as a beautiful woman with perfect makeup and lovely clothes. He'd silently climb out his bedroom window and down the ladder and head out to live and experience that part of himself that he denied for so long. He was able to keep that up for quite a while without anyone knowing. He took for himself a female name, person's name is a reflection of their identity. Most people are given a name at birth and they keep it their entire lives. Alfred, like many others, felt he needed another name because his true identity wasn't completely reflected in the name given to him at birth. He must have gone through a lot of names before he hit on just the right one. He chose for himself the name Ariana because it was a beautiful name, and he knew beauty when he saw it, and because it honored his sister, Adriana, by being identical to hers, just dropping the letter D. One dark night, May 20th, 2006, Ariana was walking in the direction that would have taken her home. What happened next has been gleaned from police reports. At some point, it appears that Ariana was chased for at least a block. Then she was attacked, beaten, and left for dead in the bushes beside Eastside Presbyterian Church at Sierra Nevada and Minor Street, just a dozen blocks from where we are now. The next morning, her nearly lifeless body was found by a woman on her way to work. Ariana was transported to St. Joseph's Hospital, where she died 2 days later without ever regaining consciousness. She died innocently because of someone's hate. The authorities may say it wasn't a hate crime, but it was. She was killed because she was transgender. She was killed because she chose to live truthfully. She was murdered because she was good and kind and a generous person that wanted only to be honest in every part of her life and being. I'm here to tell you tonight that she was perfect, just as she was. She was a child of God and a beautiful human being, a masterpiece of the Creator's hands. She was strong on the outside and kind and gentle on the inside. Her death is a wake-up call to all of us that until the murders stop, we have work to do. The love that filled Alfred and Ariana is something we can do. A few weeks ago, I sat in meditation asking for guidance as to what I could tell you, what message I could bring to this gathering that could truly make a difference in our society, our country, in our world. I thought of activism, of letter writing, passing legislation, canvassing neighborhoods, writing letters to the editor, starting up and supporting transgender-friendly organizations, coming to Transgender Day of Remembrance to show your support for those who are often ignored and marginalized. All of those things are good and vital for us to do, but they'll be most effective when they're done from a place of love. Ariana's mother, Elena, who honors us with her presence tonight, was quoted last week in the newspaper saying, "To whomever did this, know that you took my life. I forgive you, but you took my life." Who can fathom the depth of a mother's love? She forgives her son's killer, even when she can hardly stand the pain. In the midst of suffering that most of us will never know, she extends an olive branch to the one who caused her and her family tremendous suffering. That is something we can do. We can work to end transgender violence, and we can do it from a place of love and forgiveness. There's a wonderful Hindu prayer that's used in times of grief and loss. It goes like this. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Translated, it means, lead me from untruth to truth. Lead me from darkness into the light. Lead me from death to immortality.